As and when the Lordships enter the hall, all are kindly requested to stand for a moment. Thank you. Honorable Mr. Justice M. Unni Krishnan Nair, Judge of Gauhati High Court. Honorable Mrs. Yarenjungla, Longkumer, Judge of Gauhati High Court, and everyone present here this afternoon. This registry welcome all to this solemn and inspiring celebration. And as we begin today's program, let us remember the vision of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and the members of the Constituent Assembly, whose hard work and wisdom gifted us this remarkable Constitution. May their dedication inspire us to uphold the spirit of democracy in our daily lives. To begin with, let us welcome Shri Ajongba Imchen, NJS, Registrar, Gauhati High Court, Kohima Bench, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, one and all. Share with you after this function, my Lord Honorable Mr. Justice, N. Krishnan Nair, my Leadership, Honorable Mrs. Justice Yarenjungla Longkumer, Shri C.T Jamir, President High Court Bar Association, Shri L.T President Nagaland Bar Association, Shri L.T Sangtam, Additional Advocate General, learned senior advocates, learned members of the bar, officers and staff of the registry, ladies and gentlemen, I bring forth warm greetings on this Constitutional Day 2025 and heartily welcome everyone to our celebration. As we are all aware, on 26 November every year, we honor the adoption of Indian Constitution in 1949 as National Constitution Day or Samvidhan Diwas. India is home to the longest written constitution in the world. The document that laid down the framework for governance, the distribution of power and function of our key institutions, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. This day and occasion marks India's reaffirmation of its commitment to constitutional values and democratic institutions. The Constitution guides the nation's progress, preserves unity, and provides clear direction for all-round development society. It is living document, constantly evolving through amendment to meet the needs of an ever-growing and ever-changing nation. The Constitution is the sovereign law of the land, governing the political, legal framework of our country and upholding India as a sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic republic. The Constitution reminds us to understand the text and spirit of this great document and reflect upon the democratic ideals of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity, which have shaped our nation for more than 7 decades. It is also a day to pay dedicated tribute to the principal architect of this foundational document, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and the drafting committee, whose immense contribution laid the foundation of modern India. In essence, Constitution Day is a day for reflection, recognition, and rededication, a movement to be proud of our democratic heritage, and to remain conscious of our responsibility in upholding and protecting it. Once again, I welcome everyone. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. The registry has prepared refreshments for all the members present here today. So do stay back and be a part of it after the program. Now we give time to Shri L.T Sangtam, Additional Advocate General, for a short speech.
Respected Moderator, Srimati Temsumenla Jamir, my Lord, Honorable Mr. Justice and Unni Krishnan Nair, my Lord, Honorable Mrs. Justice Yarenjungla Longkumer, Shri C.T Jamir, President, High Court Bar Association, Shri Addl Zimami, President, Nagaland Bar Association, officers and staff led by Registrar of this registry, distinguished advocates, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I thank the organizer of this program for giving me this privilege and feel honored to stand before you to speak on the occasion of Constitution Day, also known as Samvidhan Diwas, a day of great importance in our nation's history. On 26 November 1949, the Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution of India, and in this remarkable document came into force on 26 January 1950, making India a sovereign democratic republic. Our Constitution is not just a legal document, it is the soul of our democracy, the guiding light that shows us how a nation as diverse as India can remain united, peaceful, and progressive. It tells us what our rights are, what our responsibilities are, and how we must treat each other as citizens of one nation. When we think of Constitution, The first name that comes to our mind is Dr. P.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee and the principal architect of the Constitution. His dedication, intellect, and deep commitment to justice helped shape a document that upholds the value of equality, liberty, justice, and fraternity. Dr. Ambedkar believed that political freedom has no meaning without social and economic freedom. His ideas continue to inspire us even today. Our Constitution is also unique because it is the longest written Constitution in the world. It blends the best features of many constitutions while still reflecting the true spirit of India, our culture, diversity, and democratic values. It establishes important principles such as parliamentary democracy, federalism, secularism, and the rule of law. These principles ensure that the government works for the people and that no one is above the law. One of the most important parts of our Constitution is the section on fundamental rights. These rights protect our freedom of speech, freedom of religion, right to equality, right to education, and many more. They give the power to live with dignity and to participate freely in the growth of our nation. Along with rights, our Constitution also gives us fundamental duties, which reminds us that as citizens, we also have responsibilities to protect our environment, to preserve our rich heritage, and to promote harmony among all. But Constitution Day is not just about remembering the past. It is a reminder of what we must do in the present. In today's world, where technology, idea, and societies are changing rapidly, the Constitution continues to guide us. It teaches us tolerance, unity, and respect for differences. It reminds us that democracy is strongest when citizens are informed, responsible, and participate actively. As citizens, this day gives us an opportunity to understand our Constitution better. It encourages us to ask questions, to think critically, and to stand up for what is right. It inspires us to contribute, no matter how small, to the development of our country. Whether it is being kind, helping others, studying sincerely, or being aware of our rights and duties, every action counts. On this Constitution Day, let us take a pledge to uphold the values of justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity. Let us promise to be responsible citizens who contribute to a peaceful and united India. Let us remember the words of the preamble with the people of India, because it is we, the people, who have the power to shape the future of our nation. Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Shri C.T Jamir, President, High Court Bar Association, to deliver a short speech.
Respected Moderator, Temsumenla Jamir, Honorable Justice L.T Nair, Judge, Gauhati High Court, Honorable Mrs. Justice Yarenjungla Longkumer, Judge, Gauhati High Court, Mr. L.T Sangtam, Additional Advocate General, Addl, Mr. Ajongba Imchen, Registrar, Kohima Bench, Mr. Shri L.T Sangtam, the President of the Nagaland Bar Association, officers and staff of the registry, learned members of the bar, and ladies and gentlemen. In a gathering of lawyers and the judges to talk anything about the Constitution, I feel that it will be nothing but a repetition. But as we celebrate the 76th Constitution Day, I feel it relevant to recite some of the important points which has got a relation with the adoption of the Constitution of India. As we all know, India was under the British administration, United Kingdom, and on 15th of August 1947, India got a sovereign independent state, became a sovereign independent state, and after the independence, in terms of the India's Independence Act 1947, after the India became a sovereign nation, the task was to frame a constitution. So the Constitutional Assembly, under the presidency of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, has appointed the drafting committee headed by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, which earlier speaker has already mentioned. And then the committee has taken a lot of pain to draft the Constitution. In fact, the members of the drafting committee, they have almost taught all over the world, collecting and consulting different constitutions of different countries, like that the parliamentary form of government, the concept has been derived from United Kingdom and many others, and so also the directive principles of state policy from the Addl Constitution. We borrowed the concept of federalism, that is the center-state relationship, from Canadian Constitution, fundamental rights and presidential form of government, and many others from the Constitution of the United States of America. And then trade and commerce from Australian Constitution, emergency provisions from German, Greek, like that. And even from some African countries, the framers of the Constitution has derived the ideas and principles and philosophies from different parts of the world. Of course, critic also says that Indian Constitution is nothing but a bag of borrowing, but we should be mindful of one thing. The Indian Constitution is the lengthiest and most comprehensive constitution in the world. In the initial Constitution, there were 395 articles and 8 schedules. Now we have 12 schedules. It may go up also like that. Yes. So it is a living document, a historic document that we are celebrating today. This document has been adopted by the people of India for the people of the country. After the drafting committee, we took about 114 days to finalize the draft. And after the draft has been prepared, 141 days were taken to debate and deliberate on the draft constitution. And finally, the final draft was prepared by no other than S.N. Moguchi, the final draft of the Constitution. In the initial draft of the Constitution, it was in English and one handwritten in Hindi also. Today, as we celebrate 76th Constitution Day, to commemorate, the Constitution has been translated into 9 regional languages, and that is being released today in New Delhi, in the capital of the country. That 9
regional languages has been translated, and it has been inaugurated and open today. And the members of the Parliament, led by the Prime Minister and the President of India, Vice President, all the dignitaries of the country are observing the Constitution Day today, even in the Parliament. As per the directives of President Ram, the state government has also issued circular and notification to all the departments to observe and celebrate the Constitution Day today. It's not only the High Court, Kohima bench of the Gauhati High Court is celebrating the Constitution Day, but the Constitution Day is celebrated all over the country. So as we observe and celebrate this Constitution Day, let us all remember and give respect. We salute the framers of the Constitution and the members of the Constituent Assembly. With these few words, I conclude. Jai.
Thank you, sir. Now we will be honored with a speech from Honorable Mrs. Justice Yarenjungla Longkumer, Judge of Gauhati High Court.
Honorable Mr. Justice U.T. Nair, Judge, Gauhati High Court, Mr. L.T Sangtam, Additional Advocate General, Shri C.T Jamir, President, High Court Bar Association, Mr. Imchen, Additional Advocate General, Nagaland, Mr. A. President, Nagaland Bar Association, the officers and staff of the registry, and esteemed members of the bar. Today, the 26th of November, we celebrate Constitution Day, a day to honor the visionary document that forms the bedrock of our great nation. As members of the legal fraternity, we are acutely aware that the Constitution is far more than just a lawyer's document. As Dr. B.R. Ambedkar famously said, it is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of the age. This means that the Constitution is not static, but it evolves with the changing times. Since its adoption, the Constitution has been amended over 100 times to adapt to the changing needs of the people, making it the longest written constitution in the world. The Honorable Supreme Court's interpretations, particularly through the Basic Structure Doctrine, has protected the Constitution from being fundamentally altered by the amendments, ensuring that its core principles are preserved. For every citizen, the Constitution is the guardian of our rights and the foundation of our freedom. It guarantees us justice, liberty, and equality, and it is our shared responsibility to uphold these pillars of our society. This is not just a legal obligation on our part, but it is also a moral one as well. On this Constitution Day, let us reflect on the rich history, celebrate the vision of our leaders, and pledge to uphold the values that makes the Constitution what it is. On this day, let us reaffirm our commitment to upholding justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. May I now request Honorable Mr. Justice and Unni Krishnan, Judge of Gauhati High Court, to address this August gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. My sister, esteemed sister, Justice Longkumer, the Registrar of the Gauhati High Court, Gauhati Kohima bench, Mr. C.T Jamir, old acquaintance, friend, President of the Bar Association, Mr. A. President Nagaland Bar Association, Mr. L.T Sangtam, the Additional Advocate General, Nagaland. I consider it as a privilege to having been given an opportunity to stand before you on my first visit to Nagaland, Kohima as a judge. The importance of this day, which was started to be celebrated from 2015, the decision to do that was on the occasion of laying of the foundation stone of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's Statue of Equality Memorial. And then the government decided that if this day would be celebrated all over the country as the Constitution Day or the Samvidhan Day. My earlier speakers have taken you through the importance of this day and the relation to the Constitution that we have. I would only like to highlight that today we are not only honoring a historic document, but we in reality are rejoicing the spirit of India. Our shared commitment to liberty, equality, fraternity and justice forms the bedrock of our very existence. It also reflects the aspiration and the dreams of the citizens of the nation. The Constitution in black and white is not only a text, it's a moral document. It's a moral compass of our republic. It's the result of the hard toil of a few citizens who have become just citizens, chosen to give us a document that will guide us, and it has guided us for the last 75, 76 years. A perusal of the constitutional debates would bring to the forefront that a vision of the members of the drafting committee or the Constituent Assembly was that they wanted to lay a foundation for a nation which is free, fair and inclusive. They had envisaged the situation that only political freedom will not give the required result. What they wanted and they envisaged was that each citizen gets a dignity. As stakeholders of a constitutional court, both judges and the lawyers are the stakeholders. We have the solemn duty to protect and uphold the values enshrined in our Constitution. The preamble, which would now be read after some time, reminds us of our responsibility to secure justice, promote equality, preserve unity and integrity of our country. Freedom in our Constitution, under our Constitution, is not a privilege granted to us, but a trust which is to be preserved and passed on to the next generations. In today's time when our nation is facing huge